Hi, this is Sharon at fitinfun.com. I'm talking about how I'm getting organized to collect some short stories into an ebook and a print-on-demand book on Amazon. Hoping to do that in just a few days. It's September 29th, and here is what I'm working on. And you need to look back on my other videos to understand what you're looking at, but this is a I'll just say general article regarding me, and this is something I wrote on purpose back in July. I don't know why I was thinking of doing it then, but in any case, I decided to define my life, so here we go. And what I meant by that was just trying to list out the details, like what did I start with, and most of you probably start with the day you were born. I don't know that day. I know the day it is. I know my birthday. I don't feel like that's being a lie. But the first story of my life has always been the story of the day I was adopted and found by my parents and taken by them from wherever that place was to their home. And honestly, I don't even know if it was that first day. I just do know what happened on the first day my family saw me. And then the second thing I say is that I was born, but really the born part should be way, way down the page, because I didn't have any details about that until I was in my mid-40s, so or early 40s. So I'm not even sure how to do that, but I'm thinking about it. And then I went through, like, I was a daughter to my parents, a sister to my brother. I was always a student from day one. Like, I've always thought of myself as needing to learn, and that was so encouraged by my dad, so I'm really grateful for that. And then next I knew I was fat from my mom, because I was, and you can read my Demi Lovato story. I'm going to link to that below this, but Demi Lovato talked about being fat and knowing she was fat when she was 3 years old, and that came out a couple years ago, right when I was losing weight, and it came across some kind of screen I get, and that was the title. Demi Lovato thought she was fat when she was 3 years old. It was like a Yahoo story or something, and my instantaneous reaction to reading that line was, oh, she has me beat by a year. Because my first impression and memory of being fat occurred when I was 4, and I really remember it. But I know that my mom was horrified. Every story she tells about me or told about me as a child was, Sharon was very happy and so fat. So that was from, when she got me to a couple years ago. And then I just go through and describe what I was, and I've kind of played with this a little bit, and look how early what I'm doing shows up. I was a writer, I was a swimmer, I was a photographer right early. Before anything else, I knew I was those things. And I started running away when I was 8, and I knew I was a failure all through high school, like from running away until I met my husband, and it probably took him a couple years to make me think I wasn't a failure. But I just knew I was, and it was a big secret I was hiding from everybody all throughout those years. And in those years, I was a girlfriend to a lot of different guys, and most of them didn't have any understanding of what kind of person I was. And it just goes on from there. So what I'm doing with this list is kind of just thinking about where the stories fall in, and what stories I have in those places that might relate to my book and what I want to put in there. So I don't know what your life story is, but maybe this is a way to start and just think about what you've defined yourself as you've gone through, and see what happens out of that. Good luck with it, and I hope you fit in fun no matter what you're doing.